There's a life involved here, right? The life of the unborn baby. So no matter what you are, no matter if you're a man or a woman, we are saving a life when we stop these abortions.
Life is precious. I mean, to me, it's like everybody got to support life because I have a mother. I was born. I'm here. And if I was aborted, I would not be here. So it's everybody's job to help defend an innocent person who can't hurt a soul.
Yeah. Hey y'all, it is Brett from the Daily Wire, and today I am here in Washington, D.C. for the 2022 March for Life. We're going to be going around and talking to attendees about why it is so important for men to be involved in the pro-life movement. So come along, let's go talk to some folks. So why are you here today?
Well, we're here to speak up for those that are voiceless, the unborn.
And are you a father?
Yes, I am. Father of 6, grandfather of 20.
Wow, that's amazing.
2 on the way.
Why are you pro-life?
It's important that we protect those who don't have the ability to speak for themselves.
I am here to stand up for life and women's rights. I have always been pro-life because I believe that every life matters from conception until the tomb.
I'm one of 15. I'm the 10th child. I could have been aborted. Without life, we have no other rights or existence.
Anytime we take any human being and call them less human or less than human, it has never worked out well for society.
The bedrock of our civilization is whether a human person has inviolable dignity. And that principle was undermined, it was destroyed in Roe v. Wade. And so if we don't defend that principle, we won't have any liberties at all.
It's good that we have all these young men out here. I'm an older guy, but it's nice to see that the pro-life movement is getting younger and younger each year.
So why is it important as young men to be involved in the pro-life movement?
Men have a really big part in the movement because to make a child is both men and woman issue, and men have just as equal right to have the child as the woman does, even though it's in her body.
Finally, our generation is waking up that true masculinity is caring for those that are most vulnerable, and that starts in the womb. Men are to protect life. If we are supposed to protect society, it starts with life. Life is the foundation of a good society, and as men, it's our duty to protect that.
I think most men these days think that since we're not carrying kids or doing anything, then we don't have responsibility to be looking over or seeing the welfare of what becomes the future. But posterity is really important. And there is no future unless we're looking after those who come after us.
And so what has happened is that men have kind of, they kind of shrug and they say, no, I don't really have a responsibility. And that hurts women the most.
Men need to stand up and they need to be the leaders. And if they're not willing to do that, they don't deserve to be called men, really.
When men choose to stand up and take ownership and say, hey, I am here to choose life too. I am here to come alongside and help support mothers in their pregnancy and afterwards and help with this child. I think that's where you start to see men really take a role of masculinity and standing up for the unborn.
And what would you say to your pro-abortion peers if you could offer any wisdom or if you could have a moment to talk to them? What would you say?
I would say, stop. Go to church.
I would say think critically about what you're holding. I think most people would say you don't want to take innocent human life. So if you maintain that premise, right? But then you say it's okay to kill a child who's not born yet. This is a contradiction of terms, right?
Follow the science, right? Yeah. Everybody says the Christian, the right, we're anti-science, we're delusional. Nuh-uh, we're following the science, and that baby is a life.
I would say choosing life is always the right choice. There's a lot of people looking for an adopted kid, and there's always a great family for the child.
There's more resources than you think. There's plenty of people out there who are trying to help. Sometimes it's not well publicized, so if you look around, you can probably find somebody who can help with whatever problem it is.
Apparently there are an awful lot of people that are looking to adopt children now. It'd be nice if it could be a win-win situation, not a lose-lose.
I would like to just tell those people that have that unplanned pregnancy or just there are those people out there that will help you. And I'm telling you, it'll be the greatest joy that you ever had, bringing that child into this world and loving them. And I'll tell you, a lot of times it feels like it's just the end. There can't be, there's no hope for me. But when you bring that child home and that child looks at you and smiles, them little ones, I'll tell you what a joy it is in the heart.
The best way to uphold a woman and her rights is to make sure that she knows that she's supported.
What is your response to that? No uterus, no opinion.
Well, nowadays, trans women are women, right? And so what that means is biological men are also women. So I think they've sort of left that one out to hang. And so because of that, but no, and a more serious answer, men don't have an opinion. I think we have to understand biology and that it takes two to create a life. And that's by God's design. And that's a beautiful thing.
As young women, why is it important to have your male peers be involved in the pro-life movement?
I think it's really important that in this generation, we recognize that every man was once a baby. And as a former fetus, they have a say just as much as women do. But we need the support of men because they are the father, they are the brother, they are the son, they are the friend.
We have that phrase, toxic masculinity, and I think that is so detrimental because it takes what manhood is supposed to be, standing up, providing, and protecting, and turns it into something to be avoided, something bad, and that's not at all how it was created.
I'm looking around the crowd, and so many of these people are young. It is this is the post Roe v. Wade generation, as everyone is saying it. So do you feel positive here today? Is it uplifting?
It's very uplifting. I'm super excited. I'm pumped. I love to see it. You know, these kids out there, and I can tell you, for everyone that's here, there's probably 10 back home.
I mean, you look around here, it's all young people.
Yeah.
You know, this is what the true spirit of America is. It's about liberty for everyone.
Well, thankfully, President Trump put some people on the court that are going to turn this around, and I think his legacy will be life.
This movement is going to bring America back.
Yeah.
Because after Roe v. Wade, it's going to continue, and it's going to be about making America great again. And I don't mean to say that in a political sense with Trump, but really, there is a real need for the spirit of America to rise again. And the pro-life movement is leading that movement.
I agree. It's really exciting to see so many young people here.
Every year, it's a younger crowd, so I think this is the way for the future of the life movement.
What are you looking forward to if we get this overturned?
No more people being killed. Genocide is a massive genocide that's happened before many of us were born.
So we are going to protect each and every human being for the future of our society. And that's the most important thing. That's why I'm here today.
So we're going to keep fighting for these babies, and we're going to keep trying to overturn Roe v. Wade and get whatever we can to stop these abortions. Hey, Detroit Catholic Central for pro-life, baby.
We've had an amazing morning here at the 2022 March for Life in Washington, D.C. We talked to some incredible attendees about why it is so important for men to be pro-life. For more information and updates, go to dailywire.com. I'm Brett Cooper. Thanks for watching.